I have a story that I may get to also, but I wanted to kind of highlight some things. One is that this bill is, this type of bill, not just this one, but this type of bill is what continues to reinforce to the people of Colorado that this room can't be trusted. Those are very strong numbers that are happening right now, and I'm sure all of you have read them, that the confidence in this room is dropping quickly in the community called Colorado. I also want to shine some light on some things. Arguments sound really good and colorful when they're spoke here, but when the light of truth is shined upon them, they begin to look different. So the reason that our side, two different people today and one person yesterday, brought up the event where they were dropping the large rocks onto the car and it decapitated somebody. The reason that we brought those stories to light and explained what the people were doing and how they were doing them is because this was the argument that was used by the sponsor on the floor in seconds and also has been talked about in committee. So the argument is that event is why we need this bill. The event that decapitated somebody and then they took pictures. That is why we need this bill. This is why our side came up and gave all the details of the story. Because we wanted you to know that if you're going to use that event, this is why it's completely flawed and this is why you actually should vote against the bill, not for it. There may have been some other events that could have been used in the argument, but you used one of the strong ones that actually gives all of the credibility to our side, not to the for of this bill. And so then the assistant majority leader came down and explained how that all of these people that were involved in that event received the maximum. And that was the argument why this bill should be voted for. The problem is this bill would have caused the opposite to happen. You cannot, that's called circular argument, and it's very responsible in this context. To say, well, those people, again, let's preface it, the argument is why we need this bill is because of those people. But those people got the maximum, which was with the inference that that was going to happen with this bill anyway. Except that was the argument why we need this bill, so they could have a lesser charge. That's the argument that was brought up here. So to then say they got the maximum charge and that's why we need this bill is saying because we would have expected that they would have got a lesser charge for decapitating a woman. They would have got a lesser charge if this bill passes. Which brings you to the reason for the bill. We've had also debate up here that how dare you say that some people care and some people don't care. That's not my argument, whether you care or not. What my argument is you are going to vote your priorities. Feeling is irrelevant to me on this subject. You're going to vote your priorities. Do you vote for the victim that got decapitated? Because see, I've worked in this space as a pastor for a long time, and I have had to sit down with people that their loved ones were killed, murdered, all kinds of things. And when the person that did it to them does not get a legitimate penalty under the law, it compounds their issue for years and years and years. Not only are they hurting because this person is gone, they also are hurting because the justice system harmed them. This bill will also add to that. The personal harm will be exasperated because of this bill. So to say that somehow somebody getting decapitated is a feeling one way or the other, it's not what I'm arguing. What I'm arguing is, do you vote for the victim that got decapitated and their family, or do you continue to vote for criminals? Because that's what we do in this room. all layers of criminals. We vote for them. Give them less time. Treat them better. Let's give them a little pat on the hand and let them go. Because why? We're more in favor of criminal activity than citizens of Colorado that have done nothing. They have not done anything to deserve this. But we continuously pass bills like this that give rights to criminals. And you wonder why the people of Colorado have no confidence in this building. Because they are continuously being the victim at the hands of the legislature. This is egregious. This has got to stop. And it will, because there comes a moment when the people rise up and say that's enough. And I believe it's this year.